Haram is you need to understand the geopolitics of Nigeria to then start comprehending the concept or the ideology that drives the insanity that is Boko Haram. In the north, you have the areas you call the Mohammedan Emirates of the North. These are people who are predominantly, by ancient culture and tradition, Islamic. They are Hausa, Fulani people. In the west, coming down near Lagos, is you have the Yoruba people, and in the east you have the Biafran people. Now, the Hausa Fulani people, we are told by the British that they have the right to rule in perpetuity Nigeria. The British in 1953 and 57 were involved in a massive fraud to rig the census results. In other words, they skewed the numbers to always favor the Hausa Fulani people that they may remain in power. And the reason for that is that the British is scared that Biafran people, especially the Igbos, are somehow human, that we can think properly.
Yeah.
And we have the oil. The oil wells is in the oil wells, the reserves, everything is where we come from.
In Biafra.
And the British couldn't retain or sustain their colonial presence in Africa because the USA asked them to leave. So what they now did is to take the control of the oil, hand it over to a group of people they think they can manipulate very easily. That's all. That's what has happened. And now they now believe that they have the right to rule. Unfortunately for them, President Goodluck Jonathan, the incumbent, emerged out of circumstances that could be described as somehow mysterious. He came up as the president, and now they don't like it. 3 people funded Boko Haram: the ex-president, head of state Buhari, another ex-head of state Hausa Fulani Islamic person called Babangida, another vice president Atiku Abubakar. They consciously went out to fund Boko Haram because Buhari said after Jonathan won the 2011 elections that I will make the country ungovernable. He said it openly. And they went ahead to do it by killing poor, defenseless Biafran Christians because they know that Christians around the world will not come to our rescue.
Yeah.
They also know that no other people will come to our rescue because they don't want us to emerge as a people. That's a problem.
Yeah. So the British don't want you to emerge as a people.
No.
Aha.
That's a problem.
It's a huge problem.
Massive. But this time around, whether they like it or not, I'm sure the British didn't want the USA to emerge either.
No.
Whether they like it or not, we shall emerge.
Yeah.
Or everything else there will die.
It'll have to. I mean,
Yes.
It's one or the other at this point.
One thing has to happen. Either we have Biafra or we all die. There's no going back this time around. There'll be no exile, no running away. That is our land. We've lived there for thousands of years. That's where we were born. That's where we will die.
Yeah. Are you all willing to go back and be there?
At the drop of a heart, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a heartbeat.
Yeah.
We'll go there.
And obviously loved ones are there. And
they're there. My parents are there.
Yeah.
My loved ones are there.
Yeah.
And it's a land we've been in for, as I said,
thousands of years. And a history and a rich culture and a vibrant way of life that has literally been
obliterated.
Yeah.
You go to the book of Leviticus. 80% of what you have in the book of Leviticus occurs where I come from. 80%. 80%.
The Levitical law.
Everything. Yeah. Everything. It wasn't us. I strongly believe, this is my hypothesis, of course I hold on to it very strongly. As soon as the British discovered in the late 18th century, because the same Hausa Fulani people in Zamfara told them, I think I have the map somewhere in London, that across that river lies what they believe to be part of the lost tribe of Israel. All hell broke loose. Yeah. There was then a very systematic and deliberate policy to obliterate our history. The British first said that the Igbos don't have any history. First of all, they removed the name Biafra, which was exactly the name they used to go into treaties with us. You see there clearly written, the chiefs of Ishekiri and Biafra. They then quietly took that away to now only take a component of that, one clan alone, which is Igbo. Because in Biafra you have the Idoma, you have the Igbo, you have the Bibio, you have the Efik, you have the Izon people, which they call Ijo, you have the Shekiri, you have the Robo, and some parts of Igala.
Wow.
These are the 7 people that make up, these are the 7 tribes that make up Biafra land. The British came, then isolated all the rest, those of our cousins around us, and focused their attention on us. But there's one good thing about it, is that in their amalgamation document that they produced in 1904 or thereabout, which I still have, they made reference, the very first time a European is referring to an African race as great. Yes, the man said the great Igbo race across the Niger. And that speaks volumes.
And the Niger's the river.
The river, yes.
So Nigeria is taken from just drawing lines on the map from the river.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the name. I mean, the name is Nigeria, named after a river. Before that was the Royal Niger Company, which is a British company,
right,
which by royal charter was running the whole place. And then from there, incrementally, I have all the paperwork that they signed. At no time did we give the British the consent to form a country called Nigeria. At no time in our history. I have all the paperwork. We gave them our land to trade.
Right.
That's all. But they went ahead and gradually decided to form a country. They despised us so much that they handed us over to house Fulani Islamic Caliphate. And now they're killing us and nobody's coming to our rescue, which I think is very sad.
If we come to the rescue, how are we coming?
We need support from USA, from United States government, from the Christian community in the USA, and more importantly also from the Jewish community in the USA. They did something, in fairness to them, in 1968, 69, 70. The Jewish Congress in the USA did something. They tried to lobby the US government and Congress to do something about Biafra. From these 3 groups, we expect a lot to come from them, to administration, to support what we are doing, to make sure that Biafra comes to exist. Biafra is the only natural ally that USA will ever have in Africa.
In Africa, yeah.
Natural. We are never going to bomb USA, are we? We can come here to work for you. We're never going to kill you. That's number one.
Yeah.
We are very, very loyal, hardworking, and friendly people. Go and ask anyone, they will tell you. And I see no reason why a people that believe in the irreducibility of an individual, that believes in liberty, that believes in equality and in freedom, the same creed, the same ideals upon which this very great nation USA was founded upon, why would you not naturally gravitate towards those people? I can't understand it.
Right.
And if you want to stop the menace of Boko Haram, they should support the creation of Biafra.
Absolutely.
That's all they need to do. We don't want them to do anything. Just come at the UN or make a press statement in the White House by saying that the people of Biafra, their suffering is intolerable. We may have to revisit the issue of them still belonging to one Nigeria. That's what they need to say. That's all.
And it would change.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's a game changer. It's finished.
Yeah. Wow.
We don't need U.S. troops to come.
No.
We are more than capable. We held out for 3 years.
Yeah.
Against the combined might of Britain, USSR, and the entire Arab world for 3 years. So we can deal with them. Trust me, we can.
This man, Nnamdi Kanu, seems to be a very great prophet, but many people are misunderstanding this man. If you pay attention to this interview, you will understand the angle this man is coming. Even though that they have incarcerated him because of enviness, because of personal egos and the personal gain, they put him in prison, sentenced him for life imprisonment. But no matter how you try to cover the truth must surely one day rise up. They may think that putting Nnamdi Kanu in prison is the end of the Biafra agitation. But this thing is not something that started today nor yesterday. This thing have led to Nigerian Biafra war, which Emeka Odumegwu led. championed in those days because of the ill treatment, because of what is happening, the imbalances in the government's structure and every other thing, the system that is not working, is not favoring those people, the Southeast. We in the Southeast, it is not favoring us in terms of sharing of everything. But this man is talking about something that we believe it is our right. Because the Britain, who bring us together, about 4 nations together, and they merge them into a nation. Our forefathers might have made mistake trying to say, okay, let us be one nation. But since their children have grown up and say, no, we can't continue, there is room for divorce. So we need to divorce and go our separate ways. Let us go and develop our regions. Yeah, Igbos, the Easterners may be going everywhere in the nation, developing and buying plot of land, building houses, developing places. It doesn't matter. We can still do it. There is what is called, resident permit. Anyone who wanted to live in your country, maybe in Nigeria, maybe you want to live in another place, depending on how many sections Nigeria is being divided onto, you can acquire their property, pay the permanent resident there or temporary resident there, pay all the taxes they deem fit for you to pay. If not, you can sell the property and go to your country and go and stay. So we should not using this thing to able to say that we cannot be able to do it. If they ask you now to go, what about your properties that you have in here, this place and this place? Let it not be a major factor that is holding we as an Igbo not to come together to think about the future of our children, future of our region, future of everything that concerning us, because we have dignity, we have our own culture, we have everything to protect. Let us listen to what Nnamdi Kanu, everything that he have said before, all of them gradually is coming to, all of them has happened, or the one that have not happened will still happen, because everything he has said is coming to pass. So what is your thought on this interview he granted? What do you have to say about it? Let us come together. In togetherness, we can win this battle. But in division, we may lose it, and we will continue to suffer in the hand of those people who call themselves the leaders of Nigeria. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Thank you.